Hey everyone, welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. It is May 27th and it's Thursday and it's Thrifty Thursday. And I have been thinking about this for a while that I haven't really done a friend set since I started Thrifty Thursday. And for those of you who know that Friends is one of the intellectual property items that belongs to Lego, as well as the City line, and that many times if you purchase sets that are in one of those two lines, then you'll have a better chance of getting more value for your dollar. So that's one of the things that I was thinking about is that I haven't really focused on a friend set yet. We've done Minions sets, which are intellectual property. We've done Star Wars sets, which are intellectual property. We have done several city sets and also 3-in-1 creators, but we haven't really done a friend set. So I said, let's change that. Let's make that happen today. And I just realized my audio is probably pretty low, so let me turn that up a little bit. Oops, actually that's my desktop audio. Oh, no, actually my microphone's fine. Every time I go live, I always think, do I have all these pieces and parts together? Sometimes I do, sometimes it's still a little bit nebulous for me. I'm going to turn this music down just a little bit because it's a little distracting. So anyway, so welcome back. As I was thinking too, that I have right now, this is crunch time because there's so many different mocks that I'm working on at the same time. I just recently posted the mock that I just did for Wheels, 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 and that'll be available tomorrow on the Tricky Brick Show. So if you're planning to tune into that, you'll see so many different builders who have contributed to the theme Wheels, Wheels, Wheels. And for those of you who know, I know, spoiler alert, but if you watched me build it, you already know that my version of the wheel is actually the Roman goddess Fortuna, and she had this Wheel of Fortune. So it's not the TV show, The Wheel of Fortune, but it's the Wheel of Fortune from Roman mythology. So I'm very excited about it. It came together on the stream when I was working on Twitch, and I'm so stoked because I think it's going to be fun. Hey, how's it going, Remy? Brick Literacy. I hear that it's definitely crunch time. Yes, it's crunch time. And I just gave a spoiler for what my Wheels, Wheels, Wheels build is. So if you just tuned in, then if you don't rewind, you won't be spoiled by it. But yeah, I built it on stream. So for those of people who follow me, it won't be a spoiler for them. So I hope you're doing well. I know Brick Literacy has some exciting news that they're going to be working along with Femme from the Block and doing some I think you did a pre-cap, I guess, episode, and now you're going to do, I think, a post-cap episode. Anyway, lots of fun. So if you're not following Brick Literacy, definitely check him out and check also Femme from the Block. The two of them make a great pair. So anyway, yeah, that's cool. I almost did a Wheel of Fortune build as well. Oh, okay. So yeah, well, I was doing some research about it. I didn't realize that there are 9 levels to the Wheel of Fortune. I always thought it was just one big wheel, but apparently there's different facets of the wheel, and the zodiac is one of those. The stars are another, and yeah, it's really cool. So I did 4 layers. I didn't do 9 layers. That would have been like gigantic. But I did 4 layers, and of course I used rotators, and Hooded One suggested that I do a stop motion, but I just didn't have time. I didn't have time to do the setup and do the stop motion. But he said if I did the stop motion, then I could have the wheels turning in different directions, which I thought was really cool. But another thing I added, which I think you'll find amusing, is I put unicorn poop on 2 of the panels. So if you end up with unicorn poop, then it can be quite magical, but also quite stinky at the same time. So anyway, I got to throw in a little bit of humor with my builds. But anyway, okay, so today I am going to be working on this, which is the Friends, get that glare out of the way, the Friends Baby Elephant Jungle Rescue Set. And this set, I got it primarily for two major reasons. One is I needed to focus on a set for Thrifty Thursday that's $19.99 or less. And another is, of course, the baby elephant. There's a baby elephant here. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention is that I usually buy things from the Lego store or from Target. And this time I bought it from Fred Meyer. And this is a bummer, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so you see how Fred Meyer puts a sticker right on the box. Bad news, folks. If you try to peel this sticker off, the print comes off with it. So if you're buying this for a gift for somebody, you don't want a Fred Meyer sticker right on the front of the box. So I think that's a major fail of Fred Meyer. It was convenient for me to stop by there to get that. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I will probably still keep them in mind for my shopping, but maybe I should write a note to the Fred Meyer manager, because people buy these for collectibles sometimes, and if you have a sticker on there, it reduces the value of the friend set. So I think what I'm going to do is for this, for me, I wanted this primarily for parts. Look at all the purple here in the vehicle. And the other reason why I wanted this is I'm working on a camper van mock, and I could use this tow hitch and for the baby elephant. I don't know if I'll add a baby elephant to it or not. Yeah, if you have an extra month, you could do stop motion. Yeah, I thought about that, but you know, it's just there's only so much you can do, and I think for me, I've got the wheels. I also have the Rebrick This challenge I'm working on. I also have 2 of the camper or Let's Go Camping mocks, so that's 4 right there. And you know, there'll be other things that have come up, like my pirate ship. I'm probably going to redo that. So yeah, it's just a really really tough time right now. And the ones that I'm doing for the Let's Go Camping, one of them is the Panda Divers, and the other one has to do with Super Sewer Baby sanitation and security services. So somebody had suggested I call it SSBSS for Super Sewer Baby Sanitation and Security, which I think is hilarious. Or even SSB SAS. That would be hilarious too. So anyway, let me move over to my down camera so we can start working on this build. Okay, so we got our down cam going, and let me turn this so you can see me in the view of the window. Eventually I will have a better setup, but for now I have what I have. It seems like it's working okay. Okay, so once again, when we look at the boxes, you'll notice, let me turn this other way, that there are these push tabs on here, and there's 2 of them. And usually when you see push tabs, that usually means that the box is a lot thinner than some of the other boxes. And what I like about this box, though, is that you can tell that you can open it like a tray. So I've mentioned this on several streams, that you can open things like a tray. Oh, hey, how's it going, minifigure collector? Welcome to the stream. How are you, Robbie? Good to see you. So yeah, we're working on this set, and what I was mentioning is that, you know, you might want to go with the push tabs, but I like to open these like a tray, especially to try to keep a lot of the pieces together. And especially if you're traveling, or if you are, you know, working on multiple projects like I am, it's kind of good to keep things separated and in the box. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's just opening it like that. And you notice too with friend sets, this is very common. In friend sets, they put all of the characters here. So we have Stephanie, Andrea, Emma, let's see, who's this? Olivia, and who's the last one? I can't read that. Mia, I think, Mia. Oops, sorry about that. Your week sucks? Oh, I'm sorry. It's Thursday, at least the week's almost over. So yeah, so this is what I'm really excited about, is that this with the tow hitch, and you probably know I've been blinging out my camper van. So here's a tow hitch on the camper van. So I'm thinking when we're done with this, we'll have a chance to do that. Oh, hey, Zach Martinez. Great to see you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, what we're doing is we're working on this friend set because I really want this baby elephant and I really want the tow hitch so that I could add this tow hitch to my camper van. So, yeah. And then, like as I mentioned, when you open the box this way, then you have a tray, and then the tray helps you keep things a little bit more organized. And also, because I'm working on so many projects at the same time, it's just nice to kind of keep things consolidated like this. So yeah, we were just talking earlier, Zach, about our builds for the Wheels challenge. And sounds like we got a lot of people who are going to be involved with this. Drama? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm assuming the drama has to do with your work, not with this set. Now, I had a feeling, and I was right. There's a couple stickers in here because I saw from the cover art that this goes onto the hood of the car, but this one is hilarious. Take a look at this. I'll zoom in because I just think it's hysterical. Well, it's probably not really funny, but it just shows you that they have a sense of humor. So this is like this person sinking in a swamp, like with their hands up in the air, like help. So I guess it's a warning sign saying don't go in there because you might, end up in the water. I just thought it was an interesting icon. And then it looks like they have this, which is probably the designer's initials, JLS 19. So maybe JLS is the designer and maybe they launched this in 2019. Not sure if anybody knows, but I just knew there were going to be stickers. So I went ahead and I got my Windex ready. Oh, I think it came out really well. I actually have it in the kitchen right now because that's the best light I have in my apartment. But I can go get it maybe, unless you want to see it right now, I can go grab it real quick before I start building. But I was going to start building this. This is our uh, friend set. And the other reason why I wanted to work on this is that this has, it should have, I think, at the very end, a discussion about National Geographic. Because one thing I've noticed is that, let's see, where's the National Geographic? It looks like it was on the cover. Let me close this up and show you. You'll notice when you go to the store, some of the box art will have the National Geographic symbol in the corner and talk about the Explorer series. And from what I understand, a portion of the profits from Lego go to this National Geographic fund to better educate kids on, various kinds of issues. So you probably remember I did the city build of the one man submarine. It's all good. You can see it tomorrow on the stream. Okay. Good. Thank you. Yeah, that's why I was saying that, I've got so many things going at the same time. Okay, so just to kind of reiterate about that point, is that at the end of these, you'll see this National Geographic symbol, and then the end of the brochure, they have a discussion about the various wildlife. What's the price point? This one's $19.99, so this isn't bad. Whenever I do Thrifty Thursdays, they're sets that are $19.99 or less. So I was really surprised that this one had 203 pieces. It comes with the baby elephant, and you get 2 mini dolls too. So that's another reason why I think it's a good bargain. And then this is just showing how the 2 mini dolls are feeding the baby elephant with a little baby bottle, which I think is hilarious. Yeah, so just, I think it's to raise awareness, but I was hoping that they would have more. Because right now all they do is they just have photos. I seem to remember, I'll have to verify this, but when we did the other one, the ocean submarine, I think they had more text in there about why it's important. So that's a little disappointing, Lego. is you could have put more information instead of just these photos. So, and I don't know if it has to do with the way they market Friends versus how they market some of the others, but anyway, you wish you could have done a build for Tricky Bricks, but it's been easy, it hasn't been an easy week. Yeah, it sounds like Robbie had a rough week as well. My idea was to re-brick the 66 Batmobile, but I'm nearly getting to it now. Oh, I've thought about, the Batmobile might actually meet the price point of A-Fold Day, because A-Fold Day is coming up on Saturday. And I almost said I should have bought this on Saturday, but I really wanted to work on this. So we're going to work on this. And look at it. There's the baby elephant. It's so cute. OMG. And it has a stud, just like the baby dinosaurs. So you can definitely have a character like Super Sewer Baby or one of the babies riding on it. Or we're going to be doing a Liz. Here we go. We got Liz. I think we can have Liz riding the elephant, at least for now. We're trying to do crossovers. And maybe Remy and Zach, do you remember what the Liz challenge is going to be just to use that minifig? Is that the deal? Do you have to be in a lug to get A-Fold Day benefits? Yeah, you do. Because what happens is that the lug will register your VIP number with Lego. And then when you pull up the app, you'll see a digital sticker that says A-Fold next to it. So unfortunately, if you're not registered with a leg, you won't be able to do that. But yeah, and it's a pretty good deal. It's like 15% off of sets that are $80 or less. So you can get 15% off is that's a chunk of change you can save. That includes pick-a-brick wall too, because pick-a-brick cups are usually about $16 if you get a full cup, one of the large ones. I think they said Liz was going to be the seed part. Oh, okay. Okay, so you can pretty much build anything you want with Liz as the seed part. Okay, that makes sense. Well, I already got her, and maybe I can do a preview. Like, that wouldn't be my actual build, but that would be a preview of what we're doing. Yeah. So when you work like this, then I often just keep the small pieces in the bags because it's just easier to get to instead of trying to dig through, and often the small pieces get caught underneath the bigger pieces. I've been burned a couple times that way. I mean, I'd love to, but I literally live in the middle of nowhere and Tricky Lug didn't get recognized. Well, you could join another lug remotely. So, I happen to belong to a German lug, believe it or not. I got invited to join Steine, even though my German is terrible. And I think Christopher Koster, who does speak German, is, I think, also a member of that. So I have no idea when I'll be joining a lug. I think you should check with Bricks by the Bay, because San Francisco, I'm a remote member of Bay Lug. So, and that's the lug that Flynn belongs to. Flynn, Richard, and Mairead, and all of the gang who live in the San Francisco area belong to. So yeah, I would check into it because it wouldn't hurt for you to at least take a look. Now these chunky tires are pretty cool. If I had opened this earlier, I could have used these for the wheels, but I'm actually glad I went with the Wheel of Fortune. I'm really glad that it came out, I think it came out really great, especially with the black background, because the colors really pop. So I'm excited to see what other people think. So I'm just going to do a quick knoll. I can tell that this is Emma's hair, so I'm going to set that aside. And we have, looks like some torsos going on, because as you know, we have mini dolls to make. So bag one looks like it has, oh, this is great. So we'll have this mini doll, and we'll have this little Jeep, and the that little unit that I was talking about that I really want. Yeah, Zach, being in New Mexico, probably Texas is going to be the closest one to you. And you might ask them if they have remote membership, especially with the pandemic, that they might allow you to join. I know CLUG is pretty strict. CLUG is, you know, I think you have to attend the meeting at least once or twice, I think, because Walter, or I'm sorry, I keep calling him Walter, Victor, my friend from Poland, he was living in Seattle, and then he ended up joining that. Oh, good, there's a chair. I could use that for my other mock. Yeah, I think these are lavender, just based on the color. So yeah, I think when I was in San Francisco, I was actually north of the city, and I also had the same problem, is that I would actually schedule some of my trips around the lug meeting so that I could attend the lug meeting and get to network with people, but it took me an hour and a half to get there each way. So I would schedule a trip. I'd go the night before. These are always, you know, whenever I see this, let me see if I could zoom in a little bit, is that, I don't know about you, but this reminds me of a connection for a cell phone, you know, like the power cable for a cell phone. So whenever I'm connecting these dolls, it makes me think about, you know, plugging my cell phone in. So anyway, I think it's hilarious personally. But let's see if her head is in here, or if her head is in the bag. I think her head might be in the bag. We'll take a look. Yeah, I would check into it. There's her head. Now the other little piece of news, Patty Sharon mentioned this to me. So these friends' heads, that these fit really well on the baby bodies. So you end up with a baby with a gigantic head, but they look super cute. You put that on the other way around, though. If you put a baby's head on one of these torsos, it looks horrific. So there's a trade-off. Oops. There's a trade-off when you do that. But just, you know, if you feel like playing around and, you know, checking different things to do with your minifigs. I know a minifigure collector already knows this, but yeah. So I do like the fact that the Friends hairstyles are by far so much better, and they feel like this kind of rubberized plastic instead of the traditional plastic. I said the same thing about the power cord. Yeah, I know exactly. It looks like a power cord connection. But so, and then the other thing about these is that they have like wider arms. So, you know, when you're trying to make allowances for, you know, when you're putting them in a mock, their legs take up a lot of space because they're taller, and then they don't articulate. So they're just kind of like jumping around, which kind of bothers me. Oh, hey, Cowboy Kenobi's in the house. Hello. Hello. We were just talking about the torsos of mini dolls and how this looks like a connector for a cell phone, like the power cord for a cell phone. So whenever I'm building, you know, mini dolls, that always makes me laugh. So welcome to the stream, Cowboy Kenobi. And what we were just talking about, as you missed this, is the baby elephant. The baby elephant is in this set. So adorable. And look at those little pink ears. And this is the same size as like the baby Triceratops and the baby Ankylosaur, in that you do have a stud on the back, so you can make or have a character riding on the back of this. But of course, you can't do that with a mini doll because there's nothing for it to sit on, unfortunately. So I don't know, that's a little bit of a fail, but that's okay. I still like it. So anyway, we got Emma made, and we have that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just keep on building, knolling and building. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So not a big set, you know, and you can tell that these are going to be used for the wheels. These chunky wheels though are kind of cool if you're into, you know, changing up the wheels that you might have in your collection. All right, so the other thing is there is apparently a walkie-talkie of some sort in here. Yeah, so yesterday I was working on the camper van and I tore it all apart and I almost was not able to put it back together again, which is why I think some people don't like to do mocks on stream because it's like I was panicking. I was like, oh no, this thing's falling apart and I don't know if I can get it back together again. I don't see it in there. It might be in here. I know if I'm buying a friend set, the deciding factor is the female hairstyles. Is it really? Or are you just messing with me? I think you're messing with me. Like, downside means a lot of bald friend stalls. Maybe you're not messing with me, I see. So you're just taking that. All right, so I think we will work on the walkie-talkie later. That's not a big deal. I'll look one more time in here, see if it pops out, but I don't see it. Ah, there it is. Aha. So here's the walkie-talkie. And in the friends line, they like to put hearts on everything. So there's supposed to be a little pink heart that goes onto that, and I think I see it. Not that I don't like hearts, but I'll be honest with you, as a woman, I wish they would make more stronger female characters. So since they haven't, they've started, like with Amelia Earhart, I give them kudos for that. The female astronaut, I give them kudos for that. But I mean, really, do we really need a heart on here? You know, I just like it. Just I don't know. It just kind of perpetuates a stereotype, which I don't really care for. But I'm just building a set, so if you like it, keep it. If you don't like it, replace it with something. And you know, it might be funny. Is I think there is a little tile, a 1x1 dot. I don't remember if it's custom or not with like a skull and crossbones. That would be kind of a nice counterpoint to that. Just saying. Or, oh, I know, we could put the unicorn poop on there. And put the unicorn poop tile on the walkie-talkie. Okay. Sorry about that. Little soapbox speech. I hope I didn't offend anybody with that. But yeah, I just think it's interesting. All right, so it looks like we're going to be making one of the vehicles, which I do love about the vehicles is that you get a lot of these 1x1 clips. So these clips, these upside clips. So we get 2 of these in here. And I think it says it's translucent. Yeah, those clips, these are awesome. In fact, I might be able to use these in my camper. I'll show you what I've done for the camper van when we're done with this, but yeah. So, okay, translucent. And I think, well, no, I think they're looking for a tile. They do have these studs, these translucent pink studs that I think they're looking for. Yeah, this is what we want. Like the infinity stones. I know I'm buying a friend set. Oh, sorry. I just reread that. Sorry. So I know that I've been seeing a lot of people talking about the Daily Bugle. I think Iceberg Bricks started building it. He's on his 2nd stream building it. Debo is going to be building it starting Monday. Debo's going to do a marathon stream again, which I think is absolutely crazy, but that's what he does. He did I think in 16 hours, I think he did the Ninjago City Gardens. I know that there's a little bit of a delay here, and I'm not sure if it's my internet or if it's something else, but just wanted to let you know. I notice it looks like it's freezing slightly, but hopefully it won't last too long. Okay, white clips. Yeah, I was watching another streamer who knolled out every single part, and I guess I could do that if I had more room, but since I don't have a lot of space, I don't have a lot of counter space, I just find that doing it this way works better for me. And I'll be honest, I'm a little envious of people who do have the counter space who can't do that. It's like, more power to you, but I can't do that, unfortunately. What was the price on this set again? $19.99. So whenever I do Thrifty Thursday, all the sets are $19.99 or less. So anything over that doesn't count as a Thrifty set. Because to me, $20, you could buy maybe for one person, you might be able to buy lunch or dinner for $20. You could buy a couple cups of coffee for, friends of yours, like three or four friends, you might be able to get for $20. So to me, that's kind of a good price point for some trying to be thrifty, and you still have that itch to do Lego, but you can't drop, several $100s on a set at the moment. Yeah, so this is why I started this type of stream, because as I mentioned, there's a lot of people right now building the Daily Bugle, which is massive. That thing is huge. But, for me, I can get just as much enjoyment doing a lot of smaller sets. Yeah, but this, I think, already for the two mini dolls and the baby elephant, I'm already stoked about this. And right now we're working on the cart, and this piece here, I love pirate ships. So not only is this going to be good for this little tow bar that's going to attach to the Jeep, but this will also be good for pirate ships too, which I've used this part a couple times. So for parts alone, I think it's a pretty good value. And like I said, if you want the baby elephant, I don't know, somebody might have to look this up on Bricklink, but I don't think the baby elephant has appeared. Maybe it has, but this might be the first time the baby elephant has appeared in a set. So if that's the case, you may want it just to get a baby elephant too. Okay, so now we have 1x2 clips that go, and okay, I just realized I think I put this on the wrong side. Yep, I put this on the wrong side. This is supposed to go here. I remember you mentioning that. I was curious if it had gone on sale. Oh, I think it's pretty new. I think most of the sets that are, most of the sets that are part of the National Geographic series, I think just came out last fall, if I remember right. Because this was a new promo that they were branding with National Geographic. Because you probably noticed that Lego has really been leveraging strategic partnerships, as you know, with Nintendo, for example, and Disney, that, the intellectual property that they have there. And I think this partnership is actually a better win-win. Yeah, exactly, Zach. Is that for the price-wise for parts, etc.? Same thing with the Baby Yoda. If you wanted to get Grogu, the best thing for you to do is to wait for Trouble on Tatooine, because you can get the Baby Yoda for $20 instead of dropping like $150 for like a Razor Crest or something. It's so much better if you can be patient. That's the problem, is that a lot of people aren't patient and they want it right now. I gotta have it. Yeah, and when you get into that kind of mentality, and I think there's a lot of peer pressure from kids, that especially if you're into Lego, it's like, just like with adults, right? It's like, oh, I just got the R2 and I'm going to be building that soon, and other kids get envious of that and they want to build it as well, and I just decided to go ahead and open this one because there's only a few pieces left. I'm trying to find 2 of those. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so for example, the R2-D2, the 50th anniversary R2-D2, and oh no, did my camera just die? Ah, this happened to me the other day. Is it dead? No. Okay. Or maybe just my screen froze. It says I'm still alive here. Okay. I think maybe my internet died. All right, let me ask. Oh man. I don't know if you're still out there. Are you still there? I think this is the thing when you're a streamer and you're streaming from home that, you know, like right now my down camera is dead, which makes me suspect that you may or may not. Okay, it's back. We're back. Okay. My camera froze and I thought it was because it was out of power or something, but I looked at it. It's like, no, the camera's fine. It just froze. Okay, you can still hear me. Now I think we're back live because I can see it on my screen. I think you can see it on yours now too. Okay. And like I said, I'm very excited about this because this should attach to the camper as well. Down camera, down camera is definitely frozen. Okay, well, it looks like it's back now. Let me know if it's still frozen on your side or if you might have to refresh maybe. Because it did freeze for a moment, but I think it's back now. I hope it is. Right now I'm putting 1x2 lavender plates down. It's back? Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, so this lavender, as you know, is one of Flynn's favorite colors. And we are using, whenever you see a friend set, there's usually a similar color palette. And lavender tends to be there, azure, dark purple, you know, this dark pink. I mean, it seems like it's typical of Friends lines. Big delay on your end? No, not yours. It's not your problem. I think it was my end because it was frozen for a while. That's why it was, usually when it freezes, it means my internet's died. So that's why I was actually really happy to see that it looked like it came back. Okay, I think I'm missing some 1x1s here. That should have been here, yeah. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of people who are right now, like I said, they're streaming right now. They're streaming the Daily Bugle because it is really cool to get a brand new set that just dropped from Lego on a massive scale with all those minifigs. It has 25 freaking minifigs in that set. And for me, I have a couple problems. One of them is that I don't have that kind of disposable income. You know, so for me to drop a couple $100s on a set, I could buy, you know, 3 or 4 of these sets for the same price. So that's why for me, it's kind of like, I'm going to have to live vicariously through my friends. So that's why I'm really glad Devo has it and Cornado has it. And then I'll be watching their streams and their posts and just kind of living vicariously through them because I just can't, I can't really see myself doing that. You're going to refresh on your end just to start fresh, be back soon? Okay, no worries. Like I said, it was my fault, I think. Just, I think too, more and more people are streaming now, and it's just causing, you know, more downtime. I think just there's this wave of people, and especially now on Twitch. Oh my gosh, if you haven't heard yet, 3 weeks ago, Jang, so Jang Bricks, as you know, he started streaming on Twitch. So now there's a flood of people who have now just started streaming I started, in a way it's good for me because I started in September. So for me, starting in September, I kind of at least have a little bit of an advanced warning before the deluge of all these people starting to stream. But I mean, in a way, it's good because it means the awareness is going up and that there's going to be, more people streaming Lego content. But the bad side is that there's so many people streaming Lego content. It's kind of hard to tell who are the good streamers and who are the bad streamers. And I don't know, I may even fall into the bad stream side at times. I'm too hard on myself, I know. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting because I kind of see, at least in my little viewpoint of the world, I just see that there's going to be so many people doing the same thing and that they're going to be competing for eyeballs. And that's why I think I've created a little niche for myself. And thank you, everyone who hangs out with me. I appreciate that. Debo's here! Crescent Fresh Refresh. We were just talking about you. I said I have to live vicariously through you because you've got the Daily Bugle, and I just can't afford to drop that kind of cash right now. I mean, I have because I'm part of a lug, so I have had to have some expenses, but I just I just can't. I saw it in the store, and I had, what is it, that word when I was tempted. I will say I was tempted to just say, well, I do this for a stream, so I can justify it. But you are a very great streamer, Brittany. So thank you. I appreciate that. I think, like I said, I think one of the differences I bring that other streamers don't is that I really try to focus on the education part, because there's a lot of streamers out there who want to do it for entertainment purposes. Like, we were talking about this the other day about on Twitch, you can spend points to get the streamer to do different things. Like in my case, I'll wear silly hats, or I'll sing a song or something like that. And then we were talking about, well, what else could I do? And people were saying, yeah, you should like eat those nasty flavored jelly beans. And I said, I'm not going to do that. That's not something I'm going to do. Why would I torture myself for your entertainment? That just doesn't seem like something I would want to do. I knew it was coming for 6 months and have been putting cash aside for it. Well, that's good. That's good. See, you're a good planner that way. So this, okay, I'm going to take a segue here just to show you what I've been doing with this camper. So for those of you who tuned in yesterday, I recolorized the camper, this stripe and this stripe. And then off stream, I redid this bottom one, which was dark gray, and I added a yellow plate on the bottom. So that's what I was doing. And then the other thing I did is I added a rainbow roof. And I have these that pivot out. And I'm thinking these could almost be like awnings. I think I could even make it so that I could like hang I don't know, some sort of tapestry or something. But I really like how the rainbow roof came out, and that there's like a little sun deck or something that somebody could sit here. And then I added also this like little billboard thing so that I could add another Lego sticker right here. And this thing pivots slightly. If I were to move the chair, if I just move this chair out, then this thing potentially, if I move this correctly, this could, if I get those clips out of the way, can move back too. So I don't know, I was just playing around with this last night after the stream was over. So even though the stream ends, it doesn't mean I stop. I tend to be an extreme night owl. So anyway, all y'all's personalities are very fun and genuine. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You, Debo, Tricky Bricks, and Remy are my favorites. highly recommended. Oh, great. Thank you so much. Okay, so here's what I wanted to do is that, let me put this chair back. So we got this chair going down. Got this, like I said, I've got this rainbow deck. And this is what I really wanted, is I wanted to see if this is going to fit back here. And I think it is. Yes! Awesome. So I'm going to add another teardrop or something on the back of this camper because I have 4 days to file this. It's under ideas activities. I posted it in the Discord server, and yeah, we try to have fun. I think that's the thing, and I think it goes back to I'd rather be an educational streamer than one that just wants to get points, right? Because I mean, I'm sure if I wanted to, I could really go all out. Like some of these other streamers, if you go on Twitch, there are some people who just show a lot of skin and say a lot of provocative things just to get more viewers. First of all, I don't think I would pull that off very well. That's the first thing. And second of all, I just don't think that's the way to run a stream. Personally, that's like I said, it's my own personal value system. And that's why you don't really see me in like low cut dresses or anything like that, because to me it just seems kind of silly. I wouldn't go to a Lego convention dressed like that. Why would I do that on a stream? But there's a lot of people who you know, they're getting viewers, and you know, they're doing this so then they could, I guess, you know, get more views, more subscribers, etc. Which, you know, that works for them. That's awesome, but doesn't work for me. So here's a set of binoculars. Let me zoom in a little bit. So what we're adding to the back is this set of binoculars here, and it looks like we have a leaf and I think a syringe, because remember, this is the baby elephant rescue. So they got to rescue the elephant with, I think I see the syringe here. So here's the syringe. So I think the syringe, I'm looking at this, I think the syringe goes on the front. Yeah. So we put a syringe here. So they're set. They've got the binoculars, they've got the syringe. There's like a leaf piece too. Not sure what that is exactly. But here's the baby bottle. So we'll need that. I'm going to put that in the back here, just so we have it close by. But there's they said there's like a leaf piece. I don't remember seeing that. So this is cute. They have a little spoon. I'm going to set that aside too, because I have a feeling that's going to come into the picture sometime soon. But I'm looking for this leaf-shaped piece, which I'm a little flummoxed about. Okay, there's another one. So, I mean, so if I were to start doing that, I think it would go against my I guess people who've been following me, they would be kind of like, what's going on, Brickadisa? What are you doing? You know, and even the singing part is, I think this is what the leaf piece was, is actually the spoon. Is that, you know, if I started doing stuff like that, I think people would just look at me like, you know, it's, what are you doing? You know, that's not what you usually do on a stream. You know, like, just like I was talking about one of the streamers who starts now wearing sunglasses whenever he streams. And I'm like, why are you doing that? You didn't do that before, you know? And the other guy, the Mantis guy, Just Too Good, how he started off wearing the mask. And that was his thing, right? Wearing the mask. And then now he's took the mask off. So he kind of went the other direction, where he's showing more of who he is, which I think is being more authentic. So I kind of like that. But apparently his viewers weren't too happy about it because they liked seeing the mantis head. So I don't know. It's a balance. So we got a baby bottle. We've got the spoon, 2 syringes, and then I think they just want to put like I guess to feed it, I guess to feed the elephant, they have a sprout, one of these sprouts that goes in the back. Like I said, I'm just following the instructions. This is probably going to get modified a bit. Okay, so that looks like that's what they want there. Okay, all right. So it looks like these are extra pieces, but I noticed they didn't put anything on the clip in the front. So if you look at this, they have these side clips. So we had the syringe on this side, and then we put the binoculars and the spoon. And then we have, on the side, we still have these 3 open clips. They haven't told us to put anything in there, so I'm going to put these in as placeholders. I mean, we can always move them later, but I think these are extra pieces. So the spoon, and then the extra syringe. And these are cool to have, these syringes, especially if you're doing any kind of hospital scene, or, you know. There's a guy I follow called Brickology who does stop motion animation, and he's a nurse. He's a male nurse, and he does these hilarious stop motion. So if you don't know him, look up Brickology on Instagram. His name is Thomas, and he is absolutely hysterical. He and I have talked a lot about stop motion, and he is super good at it. Okay. All right, so now we've done this, and now we know that this will fit on the back of the camper van. So when this is all done, this is definitely being modded. I'm going to use this for my camper van setup. Okay, so let's set this aside. I'll put this over here. I think hopefully that'll be out of my elbow's way. If you've watched me enough times, you've seen me elbow stuff off of the table. It's just like, I don't know why my elbows are so large when I stream. Okay, this is a cool piece. So if you're getting this set just for parts, this is really cool because it's got the tow bar hitch on the back. So it's a 1x4 with the tow bar hitch, and you can use these for a lot of different vehicles. So this one this piece was also included in the camper van. So now I have a second one, so I'm excited about that. That's gonna be dope, yo. And then, as I mentioned earlier, we have these pieces with the spoke on the end, so then that way you can add the tires. So we got that. Yeah, so we were talking about you, Debo, about your marathon stream coming up. It's like, I will definitely catch a part of it, but I probably won't be there the whole time. And that's a lot of building. But other people are doing the same thing. Jang is building it on Twitch. Sorry you had to quick side quest. The side quest. Alas, I have a quest. Like, you're sounding so medieval on us there, Cowboy Kenobi. That's fun. Well, I hope your quest was successful, Sir Knight. Let's see. That reminds me of Monty Python, where the guy asks, what is your favorite color? What is your quest? What is all those things. All right, let's see. So what's interesting about this is you probably notice that when they talk about vehicles, they talk about 4-wide vehicles, 6-wide vehicles, and 8-wide vehicles. And that typically the 4-wide and the 6-wide work really well in cities, and the 8-wide vehicles are what they've been using for Speed Champions and some of the other larger cars. And it all depends on your preference, but you see how they slowly build it up? They start with the 1x2, a long 1x2, and then they gradually add the these bracket type of pieces, you know, this tow bar piece, etc., to gradually make it wider and wider. Jedi Knight business. As far as the quest, yeah. Alas, he hath returned. I guess you're gonna get a new nickname, Cowboy Kenobi. It'd be the Knight. Alas, the Knight Kenobi has returned. You will be almost like Joel Marbella with as many nicknames out there. So you can see this looks like it's going to be a 6-wide vehicle, just the way they're building it out. But usually 4 to 6 is what is typical. Your Rose will take a 10-wide? Seriously? Wow. Do you have a 10-wide vehicle? I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a 10-wide vehicle. Okay, so here's another, this tow bar piece connects also to this hook. So remember I was talking about this being a parts pack. So not only do you get the tow bar, you also get this as an option to, and this is great because I can use this on a pirate ship. Diplomatic matters in another galaxy. See? Well, that's good. So, Cowboy Knight Kenobi. Like I said, you're going to have as many nicknames by the time, you know, the year is up, like Joel Marbella does. Okay, I think we have our first sticker coming up soon. All right, because they're going to use this for the, they're going to put the, on the back, they're putting the translucents again. So just like we did for the other unit, they're going to have these translucent reds for the back. So you just have a 1x4 snot brick. So that's another good piece to have in white. I have a ton of these in gray. I would like to have in white. So I'm happy to see this in white for this set. Trade Federation stepping out of place again. That's right. I think, Zach, too, I think the other reason why these are fun is the banter that we have on the channel, depending on who's on, right, at any given time. And I'm really grateful for that, because it keeps me laughing when I'm building, especially if I get stressed out. It's kind of like, keeps me calm. Okay, I don't know why I'm not finding this other red. There it is. You gotta confess, I already freed Daredevil from bag 4 of the people. You don't have to confess. You don't have to apologize. You paid for that set. You make it what you want. You know, you don't have to confess to us and feel bad. It's like, you know, you paid good money for that. Okay, now, is this what I think it is? I think that's coral. I don't think it's orange. I think it's coral. Let's take a look. It's coral. It is coral. It is a coral license plate, my friends. Yes. So this is another tip I got from a different streamer, is that he puts his stickers on with the Windex, which he learned from me, but he uses the brick separator to hold the tile. So I said, that's brilliant. I'm going to use that. You decided not to build the bugle until I build the table, but minifigs coming out for sure. That's right. Well, like I said, you bought the set. You should enjoy it the way you want to enjoy it. So, all right. So this, because we're using this brick separator in this new way, uh-oh, I see a lag again in the video. I'm going to have to grab another brick separator for the sticker. Because if you've seen me before, what I usually do is I prep the sticker first and put it onto the end of a brick separator, like that. So just to kind of stage it, right? So I'll put that here just for now, just to have a place for it to sit. And then I do this Windex thing, which we got from Tricky Bricks. I already have this in a ramekin this time. Uh-oh, my battery's running low. Oh no, I forgot. Okay, hold up. I do need to step aside for just a moment. I did this last time. The problem is I have these freaking board meetings I have to do in the green screen room. Okay, so let me put the be right back sign. I'll be right back. I gotta get power cord. Okay, I'm back with full power. Hey, Taro Kudunen, how are you? Hello. Greetings, my friend from Finland. How are you? Or Finland? I'm assuming you're from Finland. Or were you from Sweden? It gets confusing to me. I think Wonderland Dream is from Sweden. I think you're from Finland, if I remember right. So anyway, welcome. Welcome back. You got your wheels submission in just under the wire. 2 words, Ryan Gosling. Either that or baby driver. That could be another 2 words. Which, by the way, we still have to figure out our next movie night. Because we hadn't discussed it, but we haven't picked a movie. We hadn't talked about it. And by the way, Taro, here's a new technique I just learned about. Is you take your tile and you put it on the end of a brick separator. And then you combine it with my technique where I put the sticker on the end of a brick separator and use the Windex on a Q-tip and add that onto. So yeah. So it was interesting is that they kept referring to me as the one who taught them this, and I learned this from Tricky Bricks. So that's why it's been funny. It's like, I have my Windex now in a tub at home, you know. They're all talking about how they use Windex now for their streams because it's definitely a lot less stressful being able to put down stickers this way than to try to do it without it. So yeah, I'm definitely a big fan. Big fan of doing it this way. And then, you know, you can just relax and talk. You know, you don't have to get all stressed out about, oh no, I gotta pull the sticker up. No, now what do I do? You know, I still panic every now and then, but it's also kind of like, I think it's also psychological too, that you just feel like you're in more control being able to do it this way and adjust it. So there you go. So we got JLS 19 on that, using that method. And this goes on to, I'm trying to be careful popping this off, because this is going to go onto the back of here. In fact, I'll let this dry for a little bit. We'll come back to this, because that's not in a position that's going to be covered up, so we can be fine. So we'll just continue and we'll add that in a little bit. Okay, so we are now going to add, I'm hesitating because I'm wondering if this was supposed to be over one. Well, let's keep plowing at it. Let's keep going. We'll see. So these are nice. These I think if I get this right. I think they want it right there. Yeah. Okay. And the reason why I was confused when I first looked at this is that in the instruction book it has these 2x2s here, but when you look at it from the side, you see how it looks like a 1x2 right there? Because it's not a full 2x2. They need to make room for the tire. And like I said, this color palette is something you typically see with friend sets. Pinks, purples, azure, green. Very cheerful. I do like the cheeriness of it. And somebody, I heard, made a Starship Enterprise, I think, using Friends colors. I seem to remember hearing about that. I haven't seen it myself, but somebody told me about it. These are nice. These are great for if you're working on interiors, like if you're working on a special counter or something. I'm supposed to have 2 of these. The other one dropped out of the bag. It's probably in here. Okay, probably now at the point where I can dump this out. The only problem with this lid method is you probably notice there's a big shadow because of where my lights are set up. So I'm going to set that down. There it is. Yeah. There we go. I just realized when I got up I should have grabbed my my Wheel of Fortune. That's okay, you'll see it tomorrow. Okay, what's next? I got those in place. Remember I talked about this the other day? About these 1x2 inverse slopes? These are really cool when you're building wheel wells. As you'll see right here, is that they fit perfectly with this. And you can see how it just works so well with this wheel well. So I was looking for these in yellow and red for my camper, but I just don't have them. So this is like, I guess, one of those pieces that you think, you don't necessarily need it right away, but when you have it, it really makes a huge difference in your build. So I do like those inverse slopes. As they say, that is dope. Yo. We're going to start saying that phrase with a different syncopation and intonation of the voice to practice our thespian skills. Okay. I should have another 1x4. I should have, oh no, there's only one. Okay, nur eins. Only one. I'm practicing my German a little bit too. Part of that is because someday, hopefully someday, I hope to go to Scarebeck in for the fan weekend. So you notice that when I was talking about expanding this to 6 wide versus 4 wide, so this is the piece that helps us make it 6 wide here. So inevitably this is going to be a 6 wide vehicle, just based on the way this is constructed. Now this is interesting. They have one bar. They say to put it here. Like, okay. It's a little, the reason why I do like working on cars and working on ships is they tend to be proportional. this part is not proportional. I'm not sure why. So I'm sure things will be clear towards the end of the build. But whenever things do appear like that, it always kind of, it doesn't give me the willies, but it makes me kind of, what's going on? And this is locking it in place. Boy, did I have a wheel well issues this week. Had 2, needed 4, compromised with 2 arches. Hey again, everyone. Sorry your phone died. Oh, no worries. No worries. It's a casual place here. In fact, one of the people who had started the server is Shane Levan. And Shane had called his channel with John Williams, who many of you know. They called it Tricky Bricks After Dark. I think I'm going to have to move this slightly just to make room for this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so it was in a way meant to be, you know, when Flynn and Richard are gone and we're still hanging out together, that we can still kind of do that. Okay, I clearly misread the instructions. I was like, wait a minute, there's nothing for this to attach to. There we go. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do a wider shot here so you can see. So you can see what we've done is that those 2 pieces really set the stage for the outer portion of the car. But it all started with this 1x2. That's how it all started, just kind of built up from there. And there's a friend of mine who does a lot of cars. I mean, he's like cranking out cars all the time. And it just amazes me some of the shaping that he can do in his builds. And there's, you know, everybody specializes in different things, and it's always great to learn from other people based on what they do. Okay, so that's a nice piece too. This curved lavender piece. I know Debo just made this mask, this Thanos mask, and so many different shapes he put in there. Okay. But he talks about locking things in. So, okay, you gotta lock that in. And that's one thing, is that I submitted my corgi to Lego Ideas. Oh, Debo, update on the Lego Ideas thing. So I submitted it, and then they asked for me to resubmit it because my photos weren't quite what they wanted. So like the first one, they said, you can't have a picture of your dog in there. So take that out. And then the second time, they want a 3:2 ratio when it comes to your photos. So all of my photos were square. So to make them 3:2, I added some orange bars on either side. And they said, nope, you can't do that either. So I'm now on my 3rd submission. The good news is they haven't like said no outright, which I think is hopeful. Scarebeck, don't know if I would ever do the fan weekend. Yeah, you know, it's interesting because I've heard lots of people rave about it. But then again, it's also one of those communal things, right? That if you're, like for me, once I get to know people, then I feel like I can blend in with the group, but it does take me a little bit of time. And for other people, it's kind of like, you know, I'm happy with my own little group. I don't need to meet new people. I'm okay. So, yeah, I don't know. I think I would like to have the experience just because of the people I've talked to. And one of them is Dirk, who is the land ambassador for Steine, which I'm a member of. And so it also would be good for me to practice my German. Because, you know, you don't really speak it until you have to speak it, right? Here's some more of these half panels, which are great. These are, once again, I use these for sinks. when I'm building micro furniture for my modulars. So this is a great parts pack. I mean, whether or not you plan to keep the builds, you can definitely use the parts in here. So, and like I said, for Thrifty Thursday, we always keep them to $19.99 or less. So let's just take the video boxes. Remember those? Those are $19.99. Not worth it, in my opinion. Those things are so expensive. I mean, you don't get much. The only reason why I would get them is because the beat bits are so cool. The beat bits and the minifigures make up for it. Good evening, Joel Marbella. I was expecting the Brigadier Itchy Sheep to show up. So, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so anyway, so going back to, the parts, you get so many more parts in here that you can reuse again. I mean, that's another thing with the video boxes. We were talking about those clear frames in the front. You can't use those. So it's hard to justify spending $20 on that when you can spend $20 on something like this and get a baby elephant, 2 mini dolls, and 2 vehicles that you can hang out with. So yeah. But I do have to admit, I do like those beat bit tiles. Those are awesome. So I'm conflicted. I'm very conflicted with that. I feel if I ever get the chance to cross the Atlantic, I gotta see everything because I may not get there another shot. Well, especially with this pandemic, I feel very grateful that through my career and my nonprofit work, I've been able to travel to a lot of places. And if I'm not able to travel again based on this pandemic, I'm happy to be in Seattle. But there's a lot of places I could have seen that I haven't seen. Like I said, Scareback is one of those. And this thing just popped off. This tow bar, this roll bar. Where did it pop off to? Okay, don't see it just yet. I don't think did it go flying off the table? I was so busy talking. It's like, rewind the tape. Brigadier. Joel Pokeball Dameron Marbella, yes. Yes, that's right, Pokeball. Is it Poke, right? Pokeball. Yeah. Yeah, Pokeball. That was your new name now. You now own that name. I'm concerned because this tow bar, I had another one there, and it's like gone. It's like, where did it go? I must have like flung it off while I was talking. I'm gonna see where am I at here. I'm at 1 hour and 18 minutes. So I'm gonna go back and watch the tape at 1 hour and see what happened to this bar because I don't see it in the box. It may show up again, but okay. So now I think this is dried enough that we can put this on the back. But I like this new technique, using the brick separator to hold the actual plate. And look at that. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I don't know. It's I'm missing this bar. 1x2 with bar. All right, that's okay. There's more where that came from, I'm sure. All right, so now we're doing a sub build. They want us to focus on this. And putting some grills down. I think this is going to be the front. Put some grills. Let's go Scareback next year. Well, that would be nice. It's if the borders open up and everybody's safe, and it's safe to do so. I have a friend who just came back from Africa, and I told him and his wife are nuts. You went to You went to Africa right now in the middle of a pandemic? Are you nuts? Yeah, yeah, they did it. And I was like, okay, okay then. So I don't know. I guess it's their life. That's what they want to do. But I just think it wasn't really a smart thing to do. you know? But who am I? It's like that's if they feel safe enough, and I guess they must be vaccinated. Otherwise, I don't think they would have been able to get on the plane. But yep. Let's see. All right, we have. It looks like a bar. Do we have a bar in here? Oh, I guess we do. Look at that. Okay, so your favorite piece, Debo, this top clip is going to go here. So I like these too. I'm glad you told us about these. You'd have a You'd have to tag Barcelona, Rome, Paris, London, Istanbul, Berlin, and Edinburgh. Yeah, that sounds like an awesome trip. I've been to all of those cities except for Istanbul. So that's a very nice itinerary. That's the way to do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. That ain't working. Sorry, had to go into that. Not that I would not that I would advise people getting their chicks for free. That is not something we do on the Brick and East Broadcast Network. I'm just reciting lyrics, just to be clear. in case the FCC comes to get me. You saw on your Instagram. Oh, so did you already post yours? You finished your first convention collab, 5-piece 6x6 stud quilts. Oh yeah, yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I've got to work on some of mine too. Brickworm has been just doing an amazing job with those every time. You guess your biggest travel regret is not visiting Turkey before Erdogan took power? Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's, politics. You can't get away from it, unfortunately. Is that whoever's in power at the time. And I'm lucky that I got to China when I did. I'm not sure if I'd want to go back to China right now. I would like to go back to New Zealand. I loved New Zealand. And as you know, I got my tattoos in New Zealand, so I'm one of them. I'm part of the motherland. So Aotearoa is the name in Maori. There will be a turkey after him, I hope. Well, I mean, people were worried about what was happening with Trump. So thankfully, I mean, look at what happened on January 6th. That was scary. That was really scary. I mean, it was not that long ago, and yet people tend to forget. It's kind of like, you remember when all those protesters took over the Capitol? And, they were talking about hanging Mike Pence? I mean, that was pretty. I felt bad for Mike Pence because, he had pretty much. And those were the people who had voted for him. That's the thing. It's like, whoa. Okay, so the instructions here tell me to put the sticker on this roof or on this hood, and I'm not going to do that. You've been to Canada once. Once. What part of Canada? Canada's a big country. Did you visit Oz when you visited New Zealand? Yes, absolutely. I did both. And I've been to Australia, I think 4 times now. And I've been to New Zealand 3 times. Loved them every time. I was almost thinking I would love to live in New Zealand because, as I mentioned, I got adopted and I could probably work my way into the country. I have actually a multi-entry work permit that I got. It was only good for 3 months, but I'm sure if I really put my mind to it, I could probably get it reinstated. But then I thought about it some more, and my parents are here, my brother and his family are here, and as romantic as it sounds to live in another country, when you don't have your family, it I would have a hard time. I know I would have a hard time, especially I'm very close to my mother, and I think I think it would also break my mom's heart too to see me go so far away. Please, no political discussions, or I'm gonna have to time you out. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. will, will you forgive me? Or do you have another quest to go on? I will stop with the political conversations. But I will say that we dodged a huge bullet. January 6th, that could have gone down really bad. We were just so freaking lucky. So that's what I concentrate on, is the fact that we were very, very lucky the way it turned out. And who knows? I mean, it shows you how vulnerable things are. Money for nothing. That's right. That's going to be like our new mantra, right? Money for nothing. We'll leave the chicks for free part out. That's not allowed on the Brocanista Broadcast Network. We do not commoditize women. Not allowed. Okay, so we're almost done with this Jeep thing. We got to put the wheels on next. So these chunky wheels are pretty cool. These are pretty dope. These are dope, yeah. Comes with the badge. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. Yeah, that does say that in the song, doesn't it? That's like, it reminds me of that time when you guys were quoting Ronnie James Dio, Holy Diver. That was, that was a good one too. That was a good episode. Well, I think we have a lot of musically inclined people in this group, if I remember right. Because I think I mentioned that I play the piano. If I can find a flute again, I could probably play the flute again, and I did in high school. And then I think we have a couple of musicians here. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just imagining we have musicians here. If we do not commoditize females here on the BBN, then they are not indeed free. No, don't make me think hard. Don't make me debate you. No, commoditizing people. I shouldn't say just women. Just any kind of commoditization of people is just not allowed. It's PT McEwen. How are you? Thank you for breaking up the discussion, because we were just getting ready to discuss the lyrics of that song. Who sang that? What set are we working on? We are working on the Baby Elephant Jungle set, Jungle Rescue set. So, you play the piano? Yes, I play the piano too. That was my first instrument. Look at this baby elephant PT. Isn't it adorable? This comes in the set, and it has a stud on top, so you can put somebody on that. So since we were talking about Liz being the seed part, you play the kazoo and the glass triangle. So here's our seed part, riding the elephant. Oh my gosh. So since you play the classic triangle, does that mean that you go on a lot of chuck wagon bands? And you have Cowboy Cornado, that the two of you could be part of a band and you can sing Home on the Range together. Dire Straits, that's right. You play a mean didgeridoo. Yeah, the elephant is adorable, isn't it? So this comes in the set. You also get two mini dolls. The first one is Emma, and the second one's Stephanie, but we haven't opened bag number 2 yet. So yeah, so we've been working on bag number 1. Some really cool things is that it also comes with this I guess a rack. So then this, I guess, oh, I see. Yeah, so you can attach this to the back either using the hook, or you can use this tow bar. And this is what I was really excited about looking at this set, because I wanted to have a tow bar attached to the camper van that I've been working on. You only play video games? That's okay. You don't have to play a musical instrument. In fact, what I would do, we used to have these jam sessions when I was in college, which was kind of not really a jam session. What we would do is people would just bring their instruments, because I went to Berkeley, just as a caveat, because I'm sure you guys are thinking, you know, what a bunch of hippies just sitting around. But one of my friends, what she would do is she would fill up these jars, like a mason jar, with popcorn kernels. And then people could use them as like maracas, or as you know, just something to add to the rhythm section of the band. The band, and I put quote unquote, that we weren't really, you know, we were just goofing around. Okay, let's see. Does air guitar count? Sure, sure. Air guitar can count, because, you know, when you think about some musicians, that they're actually hired to do the air guitar to the song, and then other musicians are actually playing the song. Rock Band is a video game, so it's true. Harry doesn't mind if he doesn't make the scene. He's got a daytime job. He's doing all right. Okay, I don't know those lyrics. I don't know if that's from the same Dire Straits song. Okay, so just based on this is the kind of the jungle Jeep. For some reason, that 1x2 bar went flying off the table, I think. Let me see if it's under here by chance. No? Okay. All right, so I'm going to set these aside. So we got this little Jeep doodad, and then we have this tow bar for the elephant. So, because, you know, the elephant can't ride in the Jeep, so air guitar is legit. Okay, if you say so. That works. Okay, so we built the rescue vehicles. Now we have to build the swamp. But before we build the swamp, let me put this back. So this goes on the back of the vehicle. So we were just talking about how the back of the vehicle has 2 options, because you're going to have this like tow, what is this, like a hook, because you have to get the elephant out of the swamp first, and then you swap this out for the tow hitch for the I guess the what do you call it, what's the word I'm looking for? We'll just call it a tow hitch slash platform. That's the word I'm looking for. So these are the extra pieces that we got in the set. What kind of air? Sultan of Swing. Oh, okay. Yeah. What kind of what kind of air? Are you talking about regular air, or are you talking about helium? Okay. Now we're getting kind of silly here. All right, so I've emptied the box, and I do not see that 1x2 bar, so it must have flown off the table. It's my guess while I was talking. Okay, so we're going to open up bag number 2. And what I think is hilarious about this is, and like I said, I shouldn't say it's hilarious, but I think it's interesting that they came up with a sticker that actually has somebody like drowning in the swamp. Like, danger, danger, you might drown in the swamp here. So, yeah, that's better. We'll focus there. helium guitar is not for beginners. Right. Take care, Zach. Or Chow. Are you leaving? I didn't think you were leaving. It said good point. I don't think he was saying goodbye. Or are you saying goodbye? Well, thank you for hanging out if you are saying goodbye. If you just said good point, I think he's still hanging around. Okay. This is cool. This 8x8 square in this lime green. That's pretty dope. Okay, so now we get to build Stephanie. So, and once again, the torso is, because you know, you got to go sleeveless if you're going into the jungle, right? So, sleeveless and in shorts, because you know, that's the only way to go in the jungle. Okay, let me see if I got this right. Yeah. And like I said, no articulation of the torso, of the legs. Kind of bothers me, but you know, you got to pick your battles. You got to pick your battles on what you want to fight for. Okay, I don't see her head in here, so it must be here. Oh, there it is. Last time it was in the small bag. Okay, am I mistaken, or does Stephanie have a tan this time? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it's just the lighting in here. Okay, here's Stephanie and her blonde hair. And we were talking about this earlier about how the hair pieces for the mini dolls are definitely better, in my opinion, than some of the others. Okay, so we got her done. Yeah, I think if I remember right, the other character, Maya, also has shorts. And sleeveless in the jungle. Half naked and unafraid. Exactly. Doc Sampson's here. Hey, Doc. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We were just talking about how mini dolls, they're going into the jungle to save an elephant, and they're wearing like cargo shorts and tank tops. You know, because you know, baby elephants, you gotta be prepared in how you. This is nice too. You got this half round, which is in this set too. We're working, if you're wondering, we're working on the baby elephant jungle rescue set. And the other thing I mentioned is that I got this from Fred Meyer. And, ooh, look at these. Do these look familiar, folks? If you are participating in the Wild Lion rebrick, these are those same claw pieces, except in the Wild Lion set, they're dark red. You just realized the first mini doll was the battle droids from Star Wars. Can't sit, have to hop around, hands don't move. Bingo! Well, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, but, so anyway, Fred Meyer, this really bothers me, is they put a sticker right on the outside of the box. And if you're giving this as a gift to somebody, you know, you don't want to put that on the front of the box. Because I tried to peel it off, and it was peeling off the front of the artwork. And I said, all right, somebody needs to have a talk with Fred Meyer. First of all, it is Lego. It is not Legos. And you should not be putting the stickers on the front of the box. You're taking down the street value. Street value is going down. So, all right, that was a lame impersonation, but I know. Hey, you know, you tuned in. Okay, let's go back here. So we got these 1x2 slopes, which are nice. Stephanie is so pasty, she could be an heiress to the Elmer's fortune. Yeah, she probably is. Maybe. I think, did they actually make a tanning salon I know they had a hairdressing salon for the Friends line. Did they make a tanning salon? I don't know. Somebody should look that up. I don't know if they've done one. So I guess we're just kind of making some rocks for the swamp where this poor baby elephant is going to be trapped. But it seems like the Friends line, they're always rescuing animals. They're rescuing dolphins, they're rescuing elephants, they're rescuing all kinds of animals. And so it's only fitting that they would be rescuing an elephant. I do like this color palette though. This is nice. Yeah, so somebody was asking earlier about, price points and such, and I really try hard on Thursdays to showcase some of these smaller sets, which still have a lot of good play value, that you can get a lot cheaper. I mean, I do like what the Daily Bugle and some of these other bigger sets have, but also it takes up a lot of time, so if you're going to stream something like this, you can stream this in a setting, right? Just building this. So these claw pieces that were part of the wild lion is now here. Not sure why they have the red here, unless it is a designer color, perhaps. Maybe. But you notice they had a coral license plate, which is very cool, because as you know, we like coral in the turkey lug family. Let's see, color we all love. Which, by the way, thank you, Cornado, for sending those pieces. So he sent me an envelope. I have not opened it yet. I was going to open it Saturday because the other pieces that I've ordered have not arrived yet. So I figured I'd open it Saturday, unless there's something that you want me to read ahead of time. But I thought I'd open it on Saturday. Thank you for coming to celebrate me on this day of my daughter's wedding. What? Okay, what did I miss? You're talking about Stephanie? Where'd you get the leap of your daughter's wedding? Okay, so what is the cuteness factor on that baby elephant? Oh, did you not see the elephant? Check it out. Isn't this elephant adorable? It is so freaking cute. It is so cute. I mean, even when it's trapped, it's happy. It's so happy. It's a happy little elephant. I was even thinking about sneaking this into my panda build. Like they adopted an elephant to be a part of the panda family. So, 11. That's a line from The Godfather. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Now I understand. I see. Yes, you gotta say it like this. Thank you for coming to my daughter's wedding. Like I said, I can't do it. I do my best, but that's not my wheelhouse. I try, though. I have done voices for voice animation, but nothing like that. Nothing like The Godfather. It's like professionals there who would do that. Okay. I think this was supposed to be up one, and then I think there's supposed to be a 1x1 here. Let's see. Or maybe not. Maybe there's two of these. This is where those 3D instructions are actually better. Because when you look at it from this angle, then that would look like a 1x1. From here, I'll try to mimic it for the camera. So if you take her out of the way. That the way the instructions look, this piece looks like a 1x1. But if you do have the slope in there, it still works. So, okay, we'll go with that. We will go with that. You used to do a spot on Marlon Brando? Oh, you should totally do that on your stream. If you can pull off a Marlon Brando, you should totally do that. You should do that, Debo. I had a friend, I shouldn't say a friend, my ex-boyfriend used to do this amazing Scottish accent, which was very charming and endearing, and it was hilarious. Yeah, but then he became a jerk. So, and him and his cousin would get into these conversations in their fake Scottish accents. It was hilarious at the time. I could see you doing a Marlon Brando. I think you'd be really good at that too, Debo. I would like to hear that if you ever decide to do that. So maybe when you're in your delirious phase, when you are building, I'll come on the stream and say, do your Marlon Brando impersonation. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm confused here because icing. I think actually this is not. So they're telling us to put this one by one by two here, but I think this is supposed to go on the outside like this. With or without cotton balls, Devo. Yeah, I would like to see that. See, this is the problem, Debo. When you say something like that, we're now going to expect that of you. Just like when I was talking about Down with the Sickness, and then I was asked to sing it. You know, that was like, why did I tell people that? That was dumb. I shouldn't have said it. Shouldn't have said it. But like I said, my brother should be coming on the stream next Thursday. So as you know, next Thursday is going to be an interesting stream. We're probably going to do another Thrifty Thursday, possibly. But we'll also have a couple special guests. We will have Matthew Builds Bricks, who will be joining us around 11, because it is going to be a co-birthday stream. I have sent him a gift, and he has sent me a gift, and we are going to open it on stream at the same time, I think. Or no, actually, he's going to open his gift first, and then at midnight, I'll open my gift. So, you know, just... This is an interesting piece because it's like opaque. I don't think I've ever seen something like that before. Samson air holes and snacks. Most difficult person to do an impression of Michael Rooker. Oh, yeah. Especially for a woman to do a Michael Rooker. You know who does amazing impersonations? What's her name? Kate McKinnon. Oh my God. On Saturday Night Live. Have you seen her do her Fauci impersonation? She is amazing. Okay, let's see. All right, where are we off to now? Now that we've done that. Okay. Okay, so lots of really good, interesting shapes in here. Like these slopes, these brown slopes. So this is nice. And once again, those claw pieces. Where are they? And we get also this little spider is going to come into play later. But where'd those claw pieces go? There's one of them. Okay. Actually, this only needs is just the one. Did you know that Michael Rooker was in Jumper? I did not know that. Those tiles are in another Marvel set. Which tiles? You're talking about this one? These opaque ones? Okay, why is this not clutching? So is this supposed to rise up on something else, like up here? Because these sat over here without a problem. Aha. I didn't put them in far enough. Is that clutching? It is clutching. Okay, good. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. That's funny. Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Okay. All right, now we're doing a lot of finishing with these cheese wedges. So I think I'm going to dump these out because I think we're at a point where we can get to these. Yeah, it's a lot easier to get to. Actually, this music is actually perfect for this jungle build. I think you had recommended this station, Diva. But I was thinking that we're doing a jungle build and this music kind of sounds jungle-like. Looking for another... Ah, there it is. It's hiding. You are hiding from me. You will not hide anymore. We will have you here. I have done stupid accents like that. There was this one teaching assistant when I was in Berkeley who was a lab assistant, and I think she was from Latvia. I'm from Latvia, and I'm going to teach you today. And I remember a bunch of us were just like laughing about, just her accent was just so strong. I mean, she was brilliant. Don't get me wrong. She was a brilliant TA, but half the time we couldn't understand her because her accent was so strong. So we always had to kind of get a translation. But yeah, those were fun times. Honestly, I do miss my college days. Those were fun. Fun times. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Okay. Looking very jungle swampish. Jumper was a goodie, yeah. You've been trying and failing for Rooker since Mallrats. The closest I've got was when I did a poor Brian Adams. Oh! By the way, I'm looking for a part I can use for a hammock and a 6x6 quilt. Right now, I'm using a lifeguard float, but it comes in red. Looking for something in black or dark blue. Any suggestions? Have you done a search on curtains? Because it's not dark red, but I know in Apocalypseburg there is a brownish, like a tan, dark tan colored curtain that's used in one of the builds. And then you might be able to put that on a 6x6. If you want, when I'm done with this, I could go grab it because I can see it. Actually, I'm not sure if I can take it off of the model though. I'll take a photo of it for you. You're stoked for the new Guardians ship set, even though I don't usually care about Marvel sets. Oh, yeah. But I just want a cool orange spaceship. Who wouldn't want a cool orange spaceship? I think that spaceships that are all gray are kind of boring to me, honestly. When you think about all the things that are coming out, I agree. I think having a nice bright orange spaceship would be awesome. So I'm with you there. Though I do wonder why they spend so much time on Marvel and not as much on DC, because I'm a DC fan. I guess they have been with Wonder Woman, so I'll give them that. The Wonder Woman sets have been cool. I don't have any, even though I like Wonder Woman. I think Wonder Woman's probably my second favorite of the DC superheroes. Though I will say that when they cast Jason Momoa for Aquaman, that was amazing. That was freaking dope, yo. Jason Momoa in anything is pretty freaking cool. And then they cast Nicole Kidman as Jason Momoa's father. I mean, or mother. I mean, whoa, whoa, that was brilliant thinking. I will say that that was whoever the casting directors were saying. Yeah, let's make Nicole Kidman Aquaman's mother. Like that's awesome. Okay, so I'm just trying to see. I guess this one is going this way. This one's going this way. I'm sure these will lock down somehow. They will lock these down. You will lock these down. Somehow these will lock down. You're going to try a banana. Okay. All right, I missed something definitely here. All right, so the spaceship, yep, I ended there. A helmet visor, maybe, Joel. No idea on attaching it, though. Ah, yeah. Actually, you know what? There is, if you want it cloth, you know what would be small enough that would work is Mr. Miracle had a cowl collar, and also I think Doctor Strange. I have one of the babies in the baby mock, which is in the other room. Debo Bricks, are you saying that since Mallrats, your Rooker impersonation has been in an uncomfortable place? Okay. Oh my god, you guys are hilarious. You guys are freaking hilarious. Take a show on the road. Share your brilliance with the rest of the world. Okay. So this is all locking all of these in place. So now we have a solid tree trunk. So that's actually a pretty nice design for a tree already. If you look at the way the trunk was designed. So they started with this one, what do you call it, like a half curve going up, because they use these in ships a lot, where you do this in the center of the boat. And then they added these 1x2x2 snots, and then they have some clips and other things. And then, of course, the classic trunks, 3 of those. And then they locked it in with an L brick, and then the 2x2 brick on top. Like in the back of a Volkswagen. A banana as a hammock. Oh, I see what you mean. That the banana would be on your 6x6 square. Well, if you do want to go cloth, though, I have a black Super Sewer Babies wearing it right now, which is kind of like the cowl of a cape. That could work if you want to go cloth. But if you want to go with the banana, and if it works, that'd be awesome. That would be dope too. Okay, so this once again goes out. Here, let me zoom out a little because it's getting taller. Getting taller. So now we're just kind of filling in the gaps with 1x1s. Hammock 2 white 1x1 tooth plates. Yeah, possibly. He wants to make it black or red, though, I thought. Didn't you? Isn't that what you said, Joel? You wanted a black or a red one. So, but now you're going with the banana, which is bright yellow. So, we're not sure. We're not sure what you're up to. Yeah, it's like these directions. It's like, what in the world are you talking about here? Okay. I think they mean like this. I don't know. Or maybe like this. Alright, well, we'll try this way. Because that covers the gap. It covers that gap. And then it adds another snot piece on the side. Alright. So I will say, for this build, I wasn't expecting this complicated of a tree. So this is good. This is good news. I always like it when they have some cool techniques that they add. So, and they're putting in a lot of these clips on the end. There should be one more. Is this it? Yeah. There we go. And we want this on top. So you see how they have these clip points to, I think, connect some of these fronds, which we're going to be adding soon, I think. Oh, they do come in black. Oh, you're talking a black banana. Yeah, you're right. They do have black bananas or black sausages. You can also go that route if you're going to go in that direction. Okay, so this, okay, I clearly put this in the wrong direction because this sits right there. This goes back to the instructions being so dark. Let's see if we can put that. Right, that's not too bad. All right, there we go. It actually came together quite nicely. And then this connects right there. And that locks that in too. I need it in a dark color because it's a silhouette. Oh, nice. Okay, so now that we have that together, oh, we get to put the spider in place. Yeah. All right, so let me put this in the right direction. All right, so this side stud here is for the spider. There's our spider. Okay, it's kind of cool. Let's see what direction we're going to have them go up. And then, let's see. We have a finishing piece over here. Oh no, did I not put that in the right place? Hold up. I'm hesitating because this piece is like that. That's how it is. So the only thing that makes sense is to put it like this, but the drawing makes it look like it's together at the end. Here, I'll show you. So this is why I'm hesitating, because it says to put this piece on the end, but when you look at it, it's, well, you can see right there. It should be extended another plate, but this is the original. And this, we added that brick behind it. So, banana's probably your best bet though. Dark blue banana in the spring lantern set, right? Okay, I'm just going to put this here, even though that doesn't seem right. I can always fix it later. Just for the sake of being able to finish this. Okay, so now they say turn this around. And we're going to put the dark green. This will connect to this clip here. Okay. And then this one connects to the back. I do like how this is coming together. I mean, I like that it's not completely symmetrical, that it's got this like kind of organic feel to it. where's the last clip? There's one more clip. I'm missing a clip. I don't see where the other clip is. What am I missing here? Did I skip a step? I'm gonna guess there is another clip here. So maybe this was supposed to go here. I'm just gonna guess. Because that seems to make sense. Oh, I see. I get it now. Okay, I think this was supposed to go here. And then that end clip that I was talking about. Araya polybag twice now. You've grabbed 3 of them. Okay. What's in the Raya polybags, which is really good? Besides her, right? She's in the polybag. Okay, we'll see in a bit. You gonna go for a smoke? Okay, now this makes sense. There we go. Except this is not. Oh no, it is. Okay. All right. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Okay. And then we put in these little studs, orange and yellow. Okay. I guess these flower things to make it more jungly. You got one, then 2 more for the monkeys. Oh, it's the monkeys. And the iridescent ball. Oh, I didn't know about that. Okay. Is that iridescent ball like a voodoo ball, or is it like a full ball like you could use in a GBC? I'm going to have to check that out. Okay, so now we've got these yellow. So this is what it looks like now. It's got this craziness going on in the jungle. You got one, then you've got 3 more, so you have 4 of them? Wow. Well, you know, if you're trying to get special parts, just like that Liz polybag, right? That you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so we got this yellow. Oops. And then we got a sprout. It's like the Mysterio head. Oh, interesting. Those blue support posts. I'm going to have to check that out. Now I'm going to be on the lookout for one. Okay, so now we have 1 shovel. For the baby elephant, they get 1 shovel to use. Okay, so that's what they have. We gotta get the baby elephant out. Start shoveling. While you're in your shorts, sinking in the mud, start shoveling. Oops. All right, so these are not attached, so this is just kind of leaning over onto the tree. I'm trying to do that like the picture. Okay, that's pretty darn close. All right, what's next? We have another, it looks like another little build here with the orange now instead of the yellow. Okay. All right, there we go. More jungle kind of undergrowth. It is Mysterio's helmet. Oh, and they put it in the Raya set? Huh. Interesting. Okay, here comes that sticker I was telling you about. Now in this case, we have a placeholder for the sticker, but I just think this warning sign is hilarious. So we will definitely put that sticker on. So let's prep the sticker. Tornado, Grenado. Speaking of poly bags, has anyone seen the Liz poly bags? Yes. In fact, I have Liz right here. Yeah, the Liz poly bag I was able to get at a drugstore, Bartlett's drugstore. But here she is. She's riding on the elephant. It's called the flower cart, if you want the proper name for it. Oops. Put that down. Let's get some Windex going. Get some Windex going on this. And this one we don't need to put onto platform or anything. So. Okay, cool. All right, let me put the sticker down. It's hard, it's sticking too much to the brick separator. Move this around. I think all of us as brick builders have a lot of attention to detail, so we want things just right. Still a little bit to the left. So have a little bit of time to wiggle that in place. Which is why I like using the Windex, because I can do this and talk without really stressing out too much. There we go. Still a little. I think I can live with this. I think it's, like I said, it's still just like a hair off to me, but I think I can live with it. Okay. We'll have to do a weekend search for it. My Target didn't have it, and I'm going to hope the Lego store will have it. Yeah, you can try those, but like I said, try some of the drugstores. Like, see, you're in. Do they have like a Rite Aid over there in New Mexico? Like, try a Rite Aid, or we have what's called Bartlett's. So here's the sticker, and this is that drowning person. So beware. Which, would they have that really in the middle of the jungle? Would they have a sign like this? Probably not. But you know, they want to be safe. They put warning signs in the middle of the jungle, just so you know. You need to stop buying parts packs. I don't mock. Yes, you do. You just said you did 5 quilt squares. You're a mocker. Just saying. You say you don't mock, but you really do. Come to reality. Come to reality. Face the facts. You are a builder. Let's see. Yes, this is what they want. And lock that in place. He's in New Mexico, in Taos. So that's why he was saying he doesn't have a lot of access to lugs, because New Mexico doesn't have as big of a fan base. What's interesting, when I lived in North Carolina, I didn't really belong to a lug, but I knew a lot of people who were into Lego, so I just kind of hung around them. So that might be something you might want to consider. Oh, interesting. So this is like a slide mechanism. Oh, Very cool. Okay, so check this out. So this this little hook or this little bar is what will connect to this tow hitch. So remember we had this tow hitch, this little bar, and then you connect it, I guess. Let me move this box out of the way. Okay, I'm guessing this is the play function, which is actually quite clever and funny. Okay, so we have this, and we have our little tow hitch here, and we have our little baby elephant. It's stuck. It's stuck in here. And look, he fits perfectly in this. Here, let me put this box away. Here, let me show you this first. This is actually quite clever because look how the baby elephant sits perfectly in that. And then its trunk like rests gently on these cheese slopes. And then this little bar is what will connect to that tow hitch, and it slides out so the baby elephant can be rescued. So cute. You're using the banana. Okay. All right. Sounds like you have a plan. Okay, so if we do this, let me see what would be the best angle from here. Let's try this angle here because you can see the baby. There's the baby elephant. Let's see if I can connect this. Where do we connect this? Oops. All right, so that's connected. And then let's get one of the mini dolls here. Very purple Jeep. Yes, it's a very purple Jeep. All right, where did I put Stephanie? There's Stephanie. All right, so you can have one of them driving. Oops, did I disconnect the tow hitch? All right, I'm not sure exactly how she goes in here, so let me, oops, sorry, baby elephant. Oh no, oh no. Didn't mean to do that to you, buddy. Okay, let's see. See, this is another problem with these. Here, I'll show you the problem. All right, so this little wedge, or the half panel, her feet are supposed to be like on either side of that. And trying to fit her in can be challenging. Oops, there we go. Okay, so now she's in place. And then you tilt the steering wheel down. So you have to tilt the steering wheel out of the way to get her inside. And then you take this tow hitch. I don't even know if I'm using the right terms, but that's what I'm calling it. I know it's a tow ball is what's actually connected. All right, so then, okay, ready, folks? Are we ready to rescue the baby elephant? Here we go. Vroom, vroom. Oh yeah. Okay, it's coming, it's coming. Get that shovel. So we have her with her walkie-talkie talking to her, saying, okay, I think you got it. I think you got it. Okay, here it is. No baby elephants were harmed in the filming of the BBN broadcast. That's right. And look, the baby elephant is free. Yay! We got the baby elephant out of there. All right. And then I think we have this part. And based on the photo, I think the baby elephant just rides in this section here. Yeah. So the baby elephant rides in the back because it's too heavy to fit in the car. And it's a 2x3. It's a perfect 2x3 when you fit in there. And then this, you replace that for this. And there you go. And now you have this little baby elephant being rescued. Yay, we've rescued the baby elephant. Okay, come on. Come on, Emma. Come on in. All right, I think, I don't know. Who knows? If they keep helping the elephant out, it's never going to learn its lesson. I want to know where the mama elephant is. They're thinking they're rescuing the elephant. And then you need another scene where the mama elephant comes chasing after them. saying, "You're taking my baby away. Stop taking my baby." So you need the massive elephant behind this, like following them. I mean, think about that. Is that the lesson we really want to teach our kids? That you should be stealing other animals' babies from them? They should be returning the elephant to the mother elephant. So they should have included a massive elephant so that they could return the baby elephant to her. But I will say that this turn radius is pretty tight. That's pretty good for, just the way this maneuvers around. It's actually, I know my hands are in the way, sorry, but let me see if I can do this sideways. But it's actually pretty good. Are you going to be at Stone Ridge for A-Fold Day? Yeah, see, it's nice about all of you people in the Bay Area is you can help each other out. And I have Brickworm up here in the Seattle area. So yeah, if you, like I said, part of the reason why I got this set was for this back hitch area. There's the real elephant in the room, sad trombone. Well, this got dark. Are you talking about the mama elephant? I'm just saying that I know the intent was supposed to be, oh, yay, we're rescuing the baby elephant, but they didn't say where they were taking the baby elephant. At what point do the friends ask why they have been rescuing these animals? Perhaps this thing is bigger than they know. Well, wouldn't that be something if somebody else came up with a set that is like the revenge of the animals who have been stolen from the friends who thought they were rescuing them? You're going to be at the A's game. Oh, you're actually going to the A's game? You're going to go in person? Wow. Wow. That should be fun. So anyway, so going back to, for playability, awesome. I think, like I said, just having this extra cargo area for the elephant and this little sliding mechanism, which was really cool, using just a panel. All they did was take a panel and put it sideways, which was pretty clever. Poor friends, their animal rescue shtick is getting encroached by city. Friends versus Octan in court. Yeah, well, you gotta admit, I mean, come on, these friends are dressed in shorts and tank tops going out to rescue, baby elephants. Is that really realistic? Probably not. But I don't know, this wasn't meant to be realistic though, was it? But I do like the fact that there's a lot of really good techniques with the Jeep. I really like the Jeep. I love this little back area, and I'm going to go ahead and use this for the back of my camper van. So I'm going to be modding that or mocking that soon, if not right now. Let's see, we have what, a half an hour before the top of the hour? Or I could end it here too. But yeah, I think that for $19.99, this is definitely worth it. And like I said, just the parts that you get, the baby elephant. I mean, this baby elephant is freaking adorable. Stonewich is on the way to the Oakland Coliseum. I don't think it is, not for Cornado, because Cornado's coming from, I think, the east, right? That's not approved rescue wear. Exactly. They are, and it goes back to, another bigger issue with how they portray the women in the Lego universe, not just mini dolls, but minifigs as well. And there's a whole group in the Women's Brick Initiative. I'm not one of them, but there's a big group in the Women's Brick Initiative who've been working with Lego about that issue. I work on it just by building mocks of women in strong positions, like an all-women pirate ship. That's me, right? That's how I answer the gap in, the portrayal of how women are in the Lego universe. But yeah, super cute set. I love, love, love this baby elephant. And I think I might put the elephant in. Oh, I should put the elephant in the river playing with the pandas. Let's see. I'm going to have to do that. I will definitely have to do that. Okay. So I would say this is definitely worth the money. Definitely worth the money. This took me 2.5 hours to build. Probably would go faster if I wasn't talking all the time. Speaking of Friends, my Amazon treasure truck has the Retired Friends amusement set for $100. Wow. By the way, Joel, did you get my message about the Palace Cinema? Cornado is taking 580, right? Well, you said Stone Ridge, right? Isn't Stone Ridge in San Jose, or where is Stone Ridge? Or are you talking about Stone's Town for a full day? I'm scrolling up. I'm trying to see where Stone Ridge. Stone Ridge, isn't that? He's not driving. Oh, okay. Friends are secretly putting the animals in peril so they can dress up in LL Brick and drive purple Jeeps. That's right. LL Brick. That's hilarious, Diva. Yeah. Well, see, now you can say we heard it on the Brickanista Broadcast Network that are the friends really rescuing things or are they kidnapping the animals? I sent it on Discord. So it's on your Discord chats. But you had put in an announcement that you had duplicates of several different sets. Stone Ridge is in Pleasanton. Um, yeah, yeah, that might be on his way. But he said he's not driving, so somebody else must be driving. But anyway, so going back to the Friends set, super cute. I agree. Super purple Jeep, you know, because you got to have a colorful Jeep that stands out in the middle of the jungle. This is another thing which is kind of a little ridiculous is they have a warning sign in the middle of the jungle that you might drown in the middle of the jungle. It's like who actually put that sign there? So that's kind of funny in a ironic kind of way. I do like the play function though of this little slide out to get the baby out. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, Stone Ridge is the one I used to shop at when I was in Petaluma. So I would make a trip and I would usually stay in San Jose. I would stay in an Airbnb in San Jose and then hang out with some friends. And then I would, the next day, I would go to the Baylug meeting. And then after Baylug, I would go to Stone Ridge, do my shopping, and then come home. That was my routine back in the day. But now I have three, count them. We have three different Lego stores within 40 minutes of where I live. Flynn wants to trade the bookshop for the pet shop, but I already have the bookshop. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think I have any unopened sets that I could trade you. I do have some open sets that I might be willing to trade, maybe. Depends on what you want. Let's see. So anyway, so I wanted to mention that this is my camper van, and I want to add this to that, and then I'm going to mod this. And I don't know if I want to do that today, or maybe I'll just show you off stream or show it to you after I mod it off stream. But I wanted to have something towing behind the camper van, so I'm very, very excited about that. So, okay, so did you want me to grab that? I guess we don't need the curtain from the Apocalypse Bird. Is Zach still here? Zach Martinez, did you want me to grab my my finished mock for Wheels, Wheels, Wheels? Or like I said, you can also watch it tomorrow morning, which will be in what, 11 hours? In about 11 and a half or 10 and a half hours. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the front full screen. And let me adjust this. Move me back. I'm going to adjust some things in my workspace because I noticed that I don't have Batman in there all the time. So I've been working on moving my table farther to the left because I need my table like right here, so I could have the down camera the way I have it set up. So here we are. We're back. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. A couple things. I'm gonna go back and compare this to the other one that I did because, as I mentioned, this section where they talk about the animals, pretty lame. I mean, they're just photos. Whereas I think, if I remember right, when they did the Underwater Explorer one, that little set that was, I don't know, $14 or so, that underwater set, I think, had more of a discussion about conservation and, how important it is that, we look after our oceans. This had no text at all. And I was really expecting, I was hoping, honestly, I was hoping that they were going to say something about conservation of animals, about how elephants are, often poached by different cultures and that, we need to protect them. I was really hoping for that, but unfortunately, that wasn't there. Thanks for the curtain. I'm using the dark blue banana. Okay, no worries. Cool. So anyway, going back to um, the mocks that I have that will probably be worked on Saturday. So thank you, Cornado, for sending me those bricks. I have not opened the envelope. I'll open the envelope on Saturday as part of, I always work on mocks on Saturday. Sounds like a no trade, Joel. And BD. Okay. And then what I will do, I've also ordered some parts. So hopefully those will be in. I hoped they were going to be in today, but they didn't come in. So if they show up tomorrow, they're coming from Illinois. And he shipped them on Monday. So hopefully they'll be here tomorrow. And then if they come tomorrow or Saturday morning, then I can work and finish the Do Good SBSS, which is the Super Sewer Baby Security and Sanitation Services. So I'm so excited about that. The mock came out great because I added the ramp, the handicap ramp, to go into the unit. I still need to work on the interior a little bit. I might do that, some of that off stream as well. The pandas are almost done as well. In fact, I'm glad, Joel, you're here because I found some stickers that have numbers on them. Where are they? They come from the city set, from this set. And here they are. So I found these the other day, and you were talking about having them hold up a 2x2 white tile with a score. Stephanie, Dad, can I get this purple Jeep and matching trailer? Didn't I just buy you a submarine? Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, Joel. Okay, so see how they have the numbers here? The white ones. So if I create a 9 and a 10 tile and have the pandas holding up those tiles for the divers and judging the divers, I think that is going to be hysterical. So yeah, so thank you for that idea of the cliff divers. I think that's going to be great. I've got stickers now that I can use for that, and I will probably work on finding some 2x2 white tiles for them to hold up. So there's like 10 for cliff divers. Yeah, so I've got those two mocks I need to finish. I have the other collab, the jungle collab that I've been working on. I might work on that on Saturday because that is almost done. I still need to get those minifigs to come in. So I need to get those in. And then they were talking about doing stop motion animation. So that might be, I just finish the backdrop and then work on the stop motion animation after that. And I'm thinking in the next couple weeks, I'm going to break out my ship parts and start working on that ship again because it's been sitting for over a year and I definitely need to do that. Good thing I only have $100 bills. He's also got $5 or 5-cent coins, right? Either $100 bills or 5 cent. I think they're 5 cents, or are they $5 coins? Yeah, it is funny. The money in the Lego universe is pretty strange. So anyway, I hope you had a good time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I know it's been a lot of fun. And by the way, Saturday, or I'm sorry, Sunday. Okay, so Saturday I'm going to work on more of my mocks. Sunday I'm going on another Brickanista on the Move, and I'm going to be visiting with Eric Wilkinson. And he sent me a headshot, so I'll be building up the promos for that. And I'm going to be sitting on his porch with my table, and we're going to work on the 3-in-1 space mech. And in fact, hold on a minute, it's right over here. So this was his request that we work on this. You know I'm not big into mechs, so, but he really wanted to work on this. And so we're probably going to do maybe the alternate builds. So I think what I might do, here are the different builds that are with this. So I may work on this guy over here. That one seems to be of interest to me. But this one is called the Space Mining Mech. 327 pieces. This was $24.99, so it doesn't qualify for Thrifty Thursday, but it looks like it has a lot of really interesting parts in it. The other thing that is different about this is that they're mechs, but there's no minifig. So it's kind of like the whole point of a mech is that you put a minifig in there. So I was kind of surprised when I saw this that there's no mech in there. Gold ingots under his pillow. Good night, Joel. Sweet dreams. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. So anyway, so if you tune in Sunday at 1 o'clock when I do my Brickanista on the Move, I will be working on this on his porch. We're going to be 6 feet apart. He's going to have his own table. I'm going to have my own table. We're going to do this also via Zoom again. And then, like I said, if he has a down camera, he can show what he's working on. I can show what I'm working on. Should be fun. Should be a good experiment too. But this is what we're going to be working on. And I haven't worked out all the details with him. We're either going to do alternate builds or we'll work on it together at the same time. I'm thinking he might work on the main build and I may work on the alternate build here. But it looks like it has some pretty cool pieces in there. And if you know, I need more white, as you know. I've been talking about I needed some more white in my my arsenal of pieces, and yeah, so we'll see how that goes. So that's the plan. Saturday I've got lots of mocks I'm working on. Sunday I will be working on that, and then I go back on the Twitch Sunday night. So anyway, I'm going to really work hard to put more notifications into Discord. I know I haven't been doing a very good job. I think it's because I'm streaming so many times that trying to keep up with everything. And Debo has been awesome. If you haven't put it on your calendar yet, he's going to be streaming pretty much all day on Monday, working on the Daily Bugle. So if you tune into Debo Bricks on Monday, starting at 5 a.m. Pacific or 8 a.m. Eastern, and until as long as it takes. So it might be 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. We'll see. That's what Debo said. Right, Debo? I know I'll drop in for a little bit, but I also have some meetings on Monday that I might have to go to. So I just wanted to let you know. I will be there for a portion of the time. But anyway, take care, everybody. Thanks again. If you like the stream, like it, thumbs up, etc. If you're listening to this after the recording, my schedule is on my bio in Instagram, but you can go to Linktree, linktr.ee/Brickanista, and you can see my entire schedule, and that's where I keep it. So anyway, thank you, Zach, Debo, Cornado, Joel, Taro, I think, was here earlier. Also, Brick Literacy was here, and Zach Martinez, if I didn't say your name before already. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for supporting me in this journey and keeping me laughing. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate it. So as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, may the clutch be with you. And I think we'll see you on Saturday. So Saturday is the next time. And thank you again, all my supporters on Twitch and on Patreon. At the moment, I don't have supporters here on YouTube because I don't have enough viewers. So once I get to 1,000, then we'll possibly get supporters there too. But anyway, thanks again, and may the clutch be with you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Take care.